government no edin kombo samofo omunya hwodwo omunya wi a obesum amana ye adwuma
abane so bo amane se ensase enkru bia galamsefo say no agye afa ye kasa di mpanyufo se wo nsa akambio
na deputy minister for defense designate Mecheyura NS Brigadier Mfine wakopia apane committee no anim na ensema do bia kwakoyi na hu nsabusafo ye de ebremo
deputy minister designate awo koshe local government chieftaincy any religious affair unimanyamfo rita na odole soa ono so ena din sem etudwa se wo ba obehwe ama district assemblies and as local assembly wo musika sem no ni nyina da kwa be fontentan so
ave veterans association of Ghana wo mo na dia to Ghana ban ni mu se no o masoma na wa bre ana iso mani ni ayegokra na merwafo ntiemu ese abansa abamamodian nanka wo mo ohwe se benya health insurance scheme bi ede ama wo mo
dum jajuma kono ne fa wo apoye mantam so na kire se ekwan hodo bebre wo ho a ye de besi gyahye ho ekwan
in some way na wo fro binum na nanwumre ya trase a ye de Abraham Sekasebo ye ne ya trase de kase ebe ye me kwame ofori aboaje elder 0 mini nuaba
ajwanya ko abronoma
afa yemfa bere kase ne yentie emu ensem
Sika FM Trakwan ye ne yakoro 89.5 Sika FM 89.5 Sikka FM 89.5. Yes, Suma Santimai.
Yes, Suma Santimai. I'm a bit so I command Ghana to France here 9 for my win Samuel and my money. Come and Pendy Jim Akachi. Na and one year upon my minimum so for Kokusia, deep for more memu, one more Ekokusia, Yena, Fay, one year, so a bumpire, so a day, a man, and Sunday Baya, Uja and go Papa say, yeah, Domino, or West, I didn't want to be good so. Now what you were mining so a year. Now my penny JDM acquired, so for Kukudam go Pier, one more a bumpire park, a seer, a day, and man, I almost sing a missing. I mean, and can one and a memoir, Juma dear Shan and Sasso Mampanino, or money in a new player, so be free so up convene or made a manono. Now, so my guy, Timmy S. a crew, Yamina Samusta and Insura, every to me about May eso. Nano Mampan JDM Walker, I would Mediano Asiano, what they touch up for any say, I did me a phone anti gay bill, no, yeah, just say, no, Baba Bob Brana, Sebaya, myself, I found one to Muntu, Sabia, no, intimate or my wife, but we say, we be biano, and Mano Subi said, and Mano S. on say, or my penny could father a pension, some night or could Tony if you ho, and I'm so am a parliament on Bomodia, 18 Tim non Catani in area, Kasaka Samu, Korea, and one more edit to more Senka, Emma Emra, Nancy Korea, so my penny for Kodun and Nimono, and Yaja so to me a day, edit to modern and such a Katana, same man to me ever Emra, and so a woman so emo, a Kobasa, Nina do Chimuna, and he said, I don't know what I could be called to. Yeah, and by the voice, I can once and Chazara court and send you from radio, and Yaja say, over 20 and Sasso Assas, and T. Young Korea, and say, or my very good father, Vedia, and a brass and fair and I'm somewhat ya, or my money, and my brass says, welcome one penny, Abian to Ocono, Nazam Ranson and Aqua, man to me, and Benjiseno, Akobani Seno, or my penny JDM, and Arabaton and Naso, Nanina Emun penny for more Ebuano sponsor, Sabi, and which man almost sang. I de be no agwa to na so fie ho ya we sempa fo se tumi to ho anamon eno na na pampa JDM e to da wo trem se woni speaker Yola Basman Babin e di ho enkomo kama se ba ya wo mo betimi asan agimra no atumo na be do na nim so akwan bia so wo be hwe na emra no wasen amna ma ba be ye emra na tumi aboa amoman Ghana tumu tu fa wo no yatumi akwan te oman yintie no.
I as a Christian uphold the principle and the values that only two genders exist, man and woman, and that a marriage is between a man and a woman. I've spoken with the speaker so that a renewal of the expired Proper Families Bill should be a bill that is introduced by government rather than as a private member's motion. And it's my hope that that consultation would see a renewed Proper Families Values Bill.
Man penje we shall form chin and canon ya watch church and say was say just some none dear. One idea about wonimu and so bane bema and a wadie. enye be ma na aja omonim denden double number ebuwe na womo yadofo womo ewade na kwabrane so jona no so asira so se no de wonim esan so Kristo no amapaso de nya so so sansem no so eno nti no emra ne ne speaker of parliament Yoruba Swan Babin womo edi ho nkomo kama pa ye wa sen so to no manyina eyi se na be ya womo metia de mra no atu na afa asumi aboa na eno manyina so atumi akoyi na owie no so wamfa nso ho a ajeba ko saka ho asem ne se ogusu a ya wo ye hye se wobehwe na afi womo atumi apa kobi o mehwe se wo men hye ede amomen se ne ebe ya bibia no ene ye frɛ ebibi eye National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving yetimi ye se so man no so say eno kan yentie no.
During our previous meeting, I assured you of my dedication to better governance if the Lord saw me through the elections. Now that He has done that, I stand here today to reaffirm that promise. Already within the first 120 days of my presidency, we have taken very decisive steps to implement key policies that will steer Ghana towards the progress and prosperity we all seek. With my cabinet in place, I'm steadily forming the extended government, ensuring that we have a team that is committed to national service rather than to personal gain. In all things, we are exhorted by the Holy Book to give thanks to God. I shall soon initiate consultations through the Minister of Local Government and Religious Affairs to set up a planning committee for the National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving.
Yero John Dramani mama busha for mama panyin na ja wakasa no president no wakasa no say ya omepe dabi so na ne be National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving na aboa amanyame honhom no so atumi atman Ghana so eso
yada so awo aban no akache na abayi baye wana moswafo a wayinu a wokohe ohensase ene obade ne pawode adomye wonumanyamfo Emmanuel amakofibua Elebatu Jamra Shebedwa fie se kwa ebreto ahodo bi a waye man mu a yaje ho baye se 288 emu 44 de galamse ase no kura enya depa na ena ye kasai aban so abamane a wo mo ekire se emu enkono de fa ne se shelter belt no ekire se panyifo ahye age e de finipa bofo nsem a se se de o maje e de afiri wo mo ye galamse no ensem na empanifo cheso omugusu a yi wo mafamu die bia wo ne forest commission no yi adwuma abo apamo galamsefo bia wo mo ba bia mo krata so mo ni dwuma se de be ye beboa ama yensu ansuwa ene afeyensa se ho bambo no so etumi etumpon na ene dai na woswafo a wo no hyansase ene obade ne pawode adom ye wonumonyafo Emmanuel ama fibua edisa ensem wei etudwa.
We talk about 44 forests that has gone, but we don't stop there. We are going to make sure that forest is recovered. Afforestation to bring back the Tree for Life initiative. That is, I'm coming. We've begun that journey. You saw that we started recovering. I'm very proud to tell you that we recovered with the help of the security forces, the shelter belt, the largest forest. We've taken back. We are moving one step at a time. We are going to go back and turn our waters blue. We are going with policies to restructure how we give licenses. We are going to stop. There is nothing called small scale, medium scale licensing. We are going to restructure the licensing and decentralize licensing. Those are policies that we have. But guess what? The people of Ghana understand that the Minister of Lands is 3 weeks on the job and he's determined to do that. We began to get the people of Ghana on board. So if you see us doing sensitization, the message is that this is a problem that cannot be solved by the minister or the government. Everybody must be on board. How do you get them on board? You get them on board by engaging them, by explaining it, by urging them to understand the critical need for us to work together. And that's what we are doing.
And I see ye so for chance say no about any power day adom ye onimunya for Emmanuel ama kofibu no se nwa monko na ye omo ne bambo adwumako no mo so bua ye ka ho ena nam so ye ka sai die kwa ebretuo enkono a galamsefo assign no ometumi assign agye ne nyina
yan to so na afa yan ko yan we dey ko appointed committee no anyone sans man panje GM oba ye wonu angasa wo tene government no se na ba nya boafo amama aboa no na mamuo ne hye bia tumi akwankan so dey abansa ncha sofo no be dey woyi wo mo an substantive ministers woyi wo mo aka deputy ministers no wo mo na say no so bobo mo din ama appointed committee no do so mo a ya na otwi mu omu frase se omu do so mo ne dey onipa ye ba na akoko pie dwumadi no na say committee no no yewura Bruja Jemfi NS Bruja Jemfi wono eno awoyi ne seme osoafa be de chebe no ebe ban bon nsem so ewo man so ede ama deputy minister for defense na wokoye ena benefo go busa the question omusa ne say ya power so ba yo panya be de chi no behwe na o man ya bo ho ban ede fi nipa bofo so ensem man hu do bia ono nipa bofo mu fi nkofo man so abeto ase so mo tia bo ho ban efi o mo ensem sa we say na yade asha won se wo bai ede pa na obetumi ede ayaboa wan kasa minister yewura na Dr. Edodomane Boama se bai asrafo mpempio ze BBC aboze ni afrasa for ne ye dom titru ene o man message fina no de si o ne ebi asemu si na mentem wo se ko be wiase na asoja fo na se wo mo dom ho abawura mo hoyi eno ena na wo mu busa ne se kwan ne no man be no betumi aya ebetumi abose saade no ebe ensimi ensibie mu na opanyin no so eyia no na wo de yentie no.
My question is about how will you help the minister to depoliticize the military or Ghana Armed Forces from the current or the trend of political dispensation, military not coming to parliament and military not terrorizing, military politicians not using them to harass people? This is what I want to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the Ghana Armed Forces is highly professional, but sometimes, as you said, people who wield political influence may try to use other members for their own political gains. What I think should be done is to ensure that we maintain the high standards of professionalism that we know the Ghana Armed Forces to be. And I'll be at the ministry to assist my minister to just do that so that the issues of some of the things that are said or seen are avoided. If the military is deployed to undertake an exercise or a duty, they must work, in accordance with that. You may detail military officer for some duties to a VVIP. If that officer is professional, he knows his job, he knows what he has to do, not to carry files or bags and all that. So if we encourage high standards of professionalism, I am sure that the politicization, as whether it's real or perceived, will be dealt with. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yewura Bruja Jemfi busafo mo chene nkoya hadia santini ba zodi azie na santimentam anu free so am potem won woni akro bi die professor PMP wo hono so wono na emne bi atwa mo so na wo ye ND Semiko no regional organizer edema wo mo wa santimemu asei na ene jeze mampanyin jeje aboni din so nko deputy minister for defense ene so kwata committee nanu ma kubusibisa ne nsem a wono nso eyi ya no say military for no de wo mo ye professional adene de ba wo mo de professionalism ne beto ho kama se be ye no ma be koyi na enkwakwai se mo de mo ho ababe shamne sem so emu
Olumonya for return na dole so wa wono nso ena mampanyin aboni din sempanyin foje ne tunwa okoye swafo abedi akira obehwe kronkro ekitwa amamuo enfonsam ane yafe yesoma hodo ensem so ewo yemayimu ne de wono nso ekopie vetting committee no enime ho ena ode akotodwa se obasa swafo obehwe amampempi local assemblies no eya no omusika sam no emu na ho omusika sam yehu so kwabrane kwagegem obako baba no wadifa osesa ne ma ne nyine betwam efis wo ba obehwe amaze se bibia digitalization abafo kwan so die ono so behwe amakwan a local assemblies no ebagege wo musika no musika sam nyina da ebekọ abafo kwan so se de be ye beboa amasika assembly no mutumi gege no ometumi aboa no ye bu ho akonta papa aboa ama omo so etumi ede wo mu adwuma na yentie sade enkomohwehwe no ekoso
Local government is a very broad area, and I know my minister is here. And some of the reforms I believe we have to look at is when we talk about local governance, or we talk about the assembly system. It's where we have to generate revenue to be able to support the local area. And so one area I would critically support my minister on is the need for digitization of revenue mobilization in the assemblies.
Deputy Minister designated our local government chieftaincy and religious affairs with money for Rita now Odole Soa.
Young Constable Frosu, and February 28th, how there, there we see no Abako Sam Magana Super Emu, and no Abako Simu, the Chinyans 1948, and February 28th, and at servicemen. Jana Mufri Senya, Echo Suda, Bofonati, a comedy and Namson, no maybe intimate your memory, one more crate, Quacoma, Bofona, for motive 200 more ages, and about Magana. Yes, you bet me, and you found Yesuka Crana, Ebas or more Elko, never could see more quite pim. It is so Mamma Conomoso forcing be and your blue bromutuma. One more at one anonymous so and Seado. And any da a tosso, and as a few money I fear no a tosso beze 77. Yeah, and almost share home efa. Now, and no more and penny for more as more men. I will call you a booming or crab boom, immature veterans, no. One more kabumo equate veterans association of Ghana. One woman is at Median so. Now, one day at 2 Ghana by any more say. Almost my Ghana, I'm man, is a crab boom, and I don't know what they will crown me, be able to so minor kama. Yeah, just some woman go club one with Jesus Emu. Now, I come on the saying, and there be a more in saying until we have now. I'm up one more day and I could be over. I never chin 9 ya. I never chin tea any ya. I never chin say, I'm across the pitch. So, Sikaya, yeah, Joe, Mamon. So, it's saying, only that much to send at the campus when you be crown. At the Acoma, when you be the work with home, ya, the Senti. One more second, I buy say, no, be a Bruno. One way so, but to me, a health insurance scheme be at the Amman Penny for send a bear. Shall be on the journal, obey me, Afasa Akunya so, Aquadia, our Sabiana, Abuama Monso, one more sweat to say, one more assume or maya auntie, or Sempany for Switcher, not enormous to me, yes, so a day about Womo. Now, Captain Ben Edmond Gia, one no and now, were executive director at the Emma Veterans Association and Nurse Administration of Ghana, and I watch I say, Sempany for us also Edma or more, and none of a boy, sending us to Emu, Amma, and Pimpino, how I know. I didn't get done was no, and also TNT opening a year Captain Ben Edmond J.
Do not get the enough support that we need. I know most people think the government alone can do it. No, I think the nation as a whole should look at it as a serious concern. Somebody goes to sacrifice for you, dies for you, and at the end of the day, you leave him to go and perish. We need cash. Especially during the poppy appeal period in November when we are saying the Veterans Day. No, people should willingly donate, but you find people giving some peanuts, which is similar to the 1 shilling those people endured and had to fight and finally had to lose their lives. We will be too glad if we are having health insurance, then we won't need even any big pay. So how the government can insure our lives for us? Why not? Everybody will be glad to hear that.
Where Captain Bernard Mongia, one an executive director, Edma Veterans Administration of Ghana, and I'm watching in Kano. Yeah, watch it in some was say, and no basana, a mama so want me at all, Mamma soon met me at your Musans and Pempino. So more you don't quite Sabia, Sikka Kase3 6Pm and Venture, as come home with Jim Crown and say, at check and into Mambo Abano, some African once and then Maka, and today so one more sign to Ghana by and himself, by one more day. Now, when ye health insurance scheme be informal sene be ya o ho juju no kwa sabi obenya bi elabo hombra
my ento akase bono so emfa emma waye ko my Ghana yedumja ejumako no akache ne fa ewo epoye montamo na wo so eche se de o mo ba be hye mu kina kwan ya omochifa so cheche nipa sa de be ya ye beda ye ho so ene kwan ahodo e be fa so e bebo ye ho ban na ejahihia basabasa ye antom wo mo akire se ohamu abupan aduoson 70% eja ahodo aya na sototom ya bebre no eye ja enka ya akase ye betumi asia no kwan ye mane nsiansa eno nti na wo mo ekese se de wo mo ba be hyemu kina no ma bodawuro ni ye magana ni ba bia te ne de san hye ni gu akwa mu ajahihia ahodo a ekoso ni nyina da enso ebetumi akofom na wo mo kyerese na nsen enche bia na akofodua central market ejabi eto ho ani dwabense wa market na nso so sa eja mienu ya to miamia mienu wo mutimi sia no kwan na kyerese yenso ye hani esua ye betumi asi eja ahodo ano kwan na ACFO Timothy Osafo Afum wono na ye Eastern Regional Fire Service Commander na kyerese wo de nsemi etodwa.
So within the fire service, we have earmarked a week in every year for fire safety activities. This is to drum home and create the necessary awareness for public to be aware that fires cause a lot of damage to us, including the environment, and therefore we should all be aware and put in the necessary measures to ensure that the fires do not occur. For us, we would have wished that any fire that occurs would have been fires that could not be prevented, because there are certain fires, no matter what you do, they will occur. But most of the fires that we have in this country, about 70% are preventable. The theme for this year's celebration is fire safety, key to development and national security. Key to development and national security. And so this is the area within which we are pointing our messages to get to the general public, so that we will not experience a lot of fires as we have been experiencing.
Afibia dra wo moyi na wotwe si ho e de boja hyehye ho edawuro kwan ahodo a ye befa so ama jahehye ahodo a etototom ya me betumi asi ho kwan no e na omo ye ne tjumade na senior te se ACF Timothy Osafo Afum awo no eye Eastern Regional Fire Service Commander ode foto nsemi ekọ e de amagana fo nyina.
Yamra sentiment am ase na famous enkwadu krom sawaba ye no nso ewo eye asokoyemba mpom municipal municipality ni mona se Sikka Kase no emu na eho enene yantia sempa kra ukọ eye school bi e feno Sakafia Islamic Basic School ya eho no mena se ade eto no asisi ho no na eni enyani na eni se na homachin be se 2 am no na eja eto ho no madisuafo so ewo ho na ekoba se ja to dan ba kom se bru nanso enam so ema say opanyi ba ko a na on house master ko no bo modin a eye no man tenten man benifo bo modin ehwese mutimi eye nkoda no mafiri baabi mo ewo no kogu baabi a omutimi eye ni ye kama pa ya koda bia ho anka na so bibia ehwo so anka nti fire service for so ekọ ho ya musuti ko bo modin na eja no so mutimi ekoso ano eyi ema eno ma nyina so etumi ekọ fomo na eye Sakafia Islamic School house master ono Umar Ibrahim and on central for ekasa na ochechre nia esiye no yentie no.
It started around 2 a.m. and we were all asleep. So I have the place I used to sleep. The children also sleep in 6 rooms. We have some mini room. That's where I stay. So even they were the one who wake me up. So I also came out and saw the smoke everywhere and asked them to go out. So when the smoke started, most of them were awake, but some of them were asleep. So the assistant Dome Prophet came and opened the door, and me and him and the Dome Prophet, we were the one waking them up. So they were also going out because most of them were even confused. They were even jumping on the steps.
We Umar Ibrahim wano na uko Sakafia Islamic Basic School we senior house master ewo ho na wote se wo church nsem wo se homache no ya moda ho do moti ya nse tata ya na nkra ne bi so ada eja damu sisi a no so nam so ma omobo moden ekoyi nkwada nyina so adi fru afasa defo so ba so bebo ho bra na eja no so tumi ekọ from na nkopon adum no obi aso ho anka ewo
kwa meja eto ma ji wom tata de wo kan de foforo
okay mate
yes anambwa
je jani bi so si ana de ta
no ya de foforo
ciao
ayete mo kan de foforo
right next time
my talk as about so efa emma way na Greater Accra Regional Minister Mama Linda Oklo wono so na ababonte e kire say no e was a Ghana nyina audience ye nice from na wo bia ye ne famu de ene panyifo ka bi ebomo local assembly si na nanu matra konwa e kire say soma hodo ne nyina da ankra adwuma yeku ahodo wo bia enka mom ne aban ne nya baako na Ghana mia bebi a aye fi no yesiesie ema Ghana so nte Ghana tie habaye kama eframa ya humi bube hwam afi cholera ya de no a ati atese no so ebe kofo se yesa ebe boa ma ya de wahodo a etititi atese tse cholera fi ya de no ni nyina da so free ho na wo de sanse mu nyina to sentrofo anim abra na panyifo paw nyame ya adom wo china clean up exercise ya ebe koso ewo Medina market na wontoma na was we no was also kire se aban no esigina ya enche bia oba bepa National Sanitation Day wontoma na chese Ghana for nyina bosumi bia ebenya da ko a ye di besi ho se ba bia woti bia fadi honi said ebeboama ye krom ate yentie no.
Sanitation remains one of the key challenges in our region, affecting not only our health but also our environment and overall well-being. To address this, there will be a regional sanitation day every month, which will be aligned with the National Sanitation Day exercise to promote cleanliness and environmental hygiene across the region. This initiative is a collective effort, and I therefore make a call to all assemblies, traditional leaders, youth groups, and the private sector to fully support and participate in this noble cause. Together, we can make Greater Accra cleaner, healthier, and more livable.
Yena ekaba mu ebetimi amanka pumpuni mantam no atenya ho nko Ghana fa na nyina so ebeti hwan ama yeso ye ho atoye Greater Accra Regional Minister Mama Linda Oklo entertaining king
say santimemo aso mo so ye hihye say was 6 or 7th March.
Okay. Regional cleanup exercise.
Regional ministers ni be ene be di ani mo regional minister ene nam tintan fidi ni so de say enti sa dia batme huhunu no tintan ni so bebrebe ya mo fi say one day cleanup exercise so that done is nyina de wa kwa jimbi so
e bia meka ko from say meti aka mento assembly man bada
especially the way you know say high that time na wo ye nimu say ya
efri suru efri Colombia efrasia wo abesia ko from gata bia ni we mu ye kama oh ta fa assembly man for ma ba so de bia ya na me no mo ko so mo nya hwe gata no express ya no kra ye tafuri onu ehu gata bia ye chogdo de bi ni ho omo nya hwe gata mu eyiye ne bo na kofo kura machine no mo spray abubo tie good evening
bow tie
better so ma so de bia no ko so say
oye bibi nti so and this is crop no ba yesu adi yesu ye hu sa
mozo sa
ye emasi ye hu sa gata mu asisi
efine crop from there na enye o
ye hu bi sa
efri suro bo na station feature
de bia me ona bukuku
ya de o
na bukuku de bia bo even at talk gata sinye bia na bubu kra no ebubu no ankasa kama ya timisa makwan ho ayefe ya tinto senti e wo se krofuom e so na no se me da kutwa no picture wa ha kutwa picture ni videos e wa asia kan wa se manti e sempe ni voice mo enye na ntontom do so format e ta yukra so ntontom no ensuo to especially
na yiri ya kakra bia
yes 5 for ni mo asia
esu ayi talk as Siana, what to play.
Even as my news with my food, as I say, one more adult and a Boba Cassiano a day, and my year, some of Falasso Kodia Wakra, 95 years or 7 a day, and my now DJ Bullet in a dear Facebook.